Hello, I am Brian Fredricks, the Orchestra Director at Rex Mills STEM Magnet Middle School in Clayton County, Georgia, and UGA Educational Specialist degree candidate. I had a strong interest in attending a second UGA graduate program after my graduation in summer 2021 with a Master of Music Education. I expected this instructional technology degree from the University of Georgia to assist my proficiency in cutting-edge 21st century computer and multimedia technology, and applied to my position as orchestra director in Rex Mill Middle School in Clayton County, Georgia. I grew up playing the violin and earned a bachelor's in music education with an orchestra concentration from Kennesaw State University in 2011. As the orchestra director in Rex Mills Middle School, I have helped the orchestra students earn superior ratings at their large group performance evaluation every year since being hired. I have organized and run concerts and field trips every year, including LGPE, community events, the Georgia Aquarium, the educational travel adventures in New York City, and even Orlando, Florida. As an educational specialist candidate at UGA, I have explored online professional development, created multiple school-wide professional development plans for my school to earn STEAM accreditation, developed a digital citizenship agreement and classroom policy, collaborated with graduate colleagues to make a technology-enhanced product demonstrating cultural competency, and created an activity log documenting 10 hours of my plan to provide and evaluate the impact of professional learning for educators and leaders to advance teaching and learning with technology. Above all this, however, stand two distinct projects which I feel showcase the integration of my musical knowledge and knowledge of instructional technology. I designed an authentic learning activity featuring an engaging digital learning environment and created a fully online middle school orchestra course combining a fully developed class website and this ELC sandbox course.
I decided to teach the orchestra, middle school orchestra, like I normally do, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. So you can see my overview here is welcoming them to the course, the goal and objectives, and of course my assignments will line up with each goal and objective and even the National Core Art Standards. In the assignments, I made sure that was in there. The introduction modules, the first one here is called Rituals and Routines. It even talks about the statement of right to make revisions and accessibility. I even have a video about how cool orchestra is. This is for recruitment.
We will go to North Atlanta High School and get lunch like pizza or any concessions that you want.
Okay, and I even put, just for this ELC Sandbox course, I created a series of videos just introducing the content.
I'll look at and show your parents. It has things about concerts in there, uniform, what to wear. The next thing is the orchestra course assignment.
Okay, so it talks, I have in the first introduction here, orchestra handbook and grading criterion. There's the orchestra course assignment overview. I even put in the Clayton County Schools calendar, because when teaching an online course to middle school students, they need to know if there's a 3-day weekend or something like that coming up. And of course our own concerts that we're going to be performing. I put here the orchestra supply list and nearby music stores. So all these things that we need to do. The content modules have all these different assignments. More videos introducing things, concepts, how to read music, obviously, right there. How to sign up for accounts, smart music, essential elements interactive, different things. This is one that I'm particularly proud of, where they can click on different things and see videos, and they can actually decide fully online what instrument they want to play, to perform. And for the concluding PBL, the concluding module is a PBL. This is actually not what the students look at. That's just the organization that I did. What they look at is right here. So it's called the Technology Integration Project Musical Career PBL. So they go through each step. This is a really cool resource. Students can make sure that they're doing everything correctly. And of course, you submit everything through ELC. The daily participation rubric for the PBL is here. It's in ELC, fully integrated. So you get 4 points for excellent, 3 points for good, average, unacceptable, and different criteria for all that.
The next project featured in my portfolio is a project-based learning centered around teaching students copyright principles, students' rights as creators, and how to create copyrighted music with music writing software. The home base for students during the course of this PBL features Bitmoji Craze for Educators. Bitmoji Craze for Educators is an app which allows a teacher to create cute avatars which run virtual classrooms. I created a Bitmoji classroom which students easily accessed through Canvas on their one-to-one Chromebooks. The Bitmoji virtual classroom contains 6 steps for the students to follow independently during their 3rd and 4th class periods in this PBL. In the first class period, I actually showed both steps 1 and 2 to the entire class, the videos. In the 3rd class period, the students created their project song in GarageBand, and some even used the opportunity to share it on the Boxlight projector in the classroom. I was supposed to assign groups in the 3rd class, but the students needed more time learning GarageBand and uploading their music to the GarageBand community. In the 4th class period, the students worked independently on finishing up their GarageBand project, uploading the project to the GarageBand community, then starting their Canva presentation with their group. The Bitmoji Classroom contains a link to upload the group presentations and a link for students to take an exit survey. The exit survey was a final check for understanding to ensure the students understood the objectives and standards behind the PBL. Overall, accommodations included the students needing more time to complete tasks, needing loaner iPads for me for various reasons, and needing feedback from their in-person peers in case the GarageBand community missed their song. As students work in groups, the instructor will walk around the room with the daily participation rubric. The instructor should grade each individual student's participation every day the class is completing the project. Each group will present their Canva slideshow for a grade based on the slideshow and presentation rubric. The Canva presentation itself consists of 1 grade for each student based on their contribution to the slideshow and another grade for the presentation to the class. This second grade, the presentation, also uses the slideshow and presentation rubric. There is a final rubric to measure each student's audience and listening skills. The participation rubric contains blocks such as consistently, actively, supports, engages, listens and responds to peers, takes a leading role. The slideshow rubric contains blocks such as presentation main points are clear and well developed, information is linked to presentation topic, information is organized. The presentation rubric contains blocks such as speaker's voice is confident, steady, strong, and clear. Speaker uses inflections to emphasize key points or to create interest. The active listening as an audience rubric contains blocks such as student faces the speaker with both their face and body. Student's eyes gaze at the speaker's face and eyes the entire presentation. The instructor should also allow peers to offer glows and grows after each group's presentation. Glows and grows are feedback and recommendations about the presentation and content the student just observed. Other documentation for evidence of learning are the Copyright Student Handout, the Digital Citizens Report Student Handout, the Fair and Square Student Handout, the GarageBand project itself, and the group presentation in Canva. Finally, the summative exit survey or digital writing assignment in the multimedia instructional material, the Bitmoji virtual classroom step.
Thank you for watching the introduction to my portfolio for my EDS and P through 12 instructional technology. Thanks to the esteemed professors in learning, design, and technology and my colleagues in this program, I have successfully implemented graduate-level instructional methods, accommodations, and parental involvement so my orchestra students can succeed, as well as my orchestra students with special needs. The University of Georgia is respected for its top-level education, dedicated staff, and community involvement. I am very impressed by UGA and honored to continue my graduate studies there.